Hey, Soca Lovers, it's Soca Say So.
And this chick.
And we're back. It's episode 1 of season 7. And this season, we're tackling the topic, are we over it?
Are we over it? I know it's been a while and we're coming back with Are We Over It? But honestly, in this episode, we're asking, are we over it? Are we over the uncertainty of Soca Monarch? Are we over bacchanal in the soca music industry? And are we over Machel having to be the front man for soca? Let's get into
You're looking
it.
for trouble.
I mean, look, it's Rant and Rave. We have to rant because this is a lot that's been going on. We've been gone for a minute and we come back and it's just seriously, guys, are we over this? Is this happening again? Like
Yeah.
they did say, so let's kick off with Soca Monarch.
Okay.
They said Soca Monarch is coming back after a 3-year hiatus. I think
Hold on one second. Soca Monarch is alive and well in Grenada, in St.
sure,
Vincent. And
sure.
like what Soca Monarch is in jeopardy?
Let me clarify.
Mhm.
The international Soca Monarch in Trinidad is coming back after a 3-year hiatus because we are leading up to Trinidad Carnival right now. Um, I think the last time we actually were at Soca Monarch when Mr. Killa won, when they
Yes.
had an international artist win Soca Monarch, rightly so. He definitely deserved that. But so much bacchanal. And obviously there were others after that, but it's like, okay, 2025, what are we doing? Oh, we're coming back with Soca Monarch. But we didn't have Soca Monarch for 3 years. Like, them Fridays weren't fantastic.
I mean, all right. So if Trinidad is the home, the origin, birthplace of soca music, and Soca Monarch has been a staple in Carnival for decades, like how is it possible to have Carnival without it? Is that even possible? Like,
Mm,
and some may say you must have it in order to have a carnival. There must be a competition. There must be a king crowned, not only on the
or
road
Queen.
or queen.
It
Yes,
is Monarch.
yes. Not only on the road, not only in the panyard, but on the stage, for the sound of the season, the soca. Like, is it even possible to have a carnival without it?
I mean, so, going back to, I won't date myself. But my first Soca Monarch was actually when Sherwin Winchester won for Can't Wait.
You
Um,
just dated yourself, but go on.
I'm just saying it was my first Soca Monarch. I didn't say how old I was in the Soca Monarch. I could have snuck in with my parents.
Uh-huh. Sure.
Hmm. But Soca Monarch was the thing moving on Friday. You were going to the stadium to see the best of the best bring you the best of their best. You were looking at how they're actually going to bring this song to life, the visuals, the artistry, the showmanship. Like you want to see everything. Like Bungie had it's men coming down a zip line. Like you had so much that was like, we are trying to showcase how much thought went into actually creating this event. And then to have it disappear for a few years. And I'm wondering, what were you doing on Friday if you weren't doing Soca Monarch?
Well, a lot of people are saying it ended way before that because the best of the best weren't competing anymore.
That is true.
They weren't even entering. So was it really still alive? I would say yes, it's still alive. The music is still alive, the creativity is still there, the competition was still thriving. People were still going to support these artists.
Yeah.
Maybe there was an evolution of supporting newer artists or artists who don't go to get paid to be on different stages. But I I think part of of the competition is showcasing the best in the island and showing, who's there. So they fumbled it, but one by losing the interest of the top artists, right?
Hmm.
They weren't paying them enough either, right? Because these artists are
Yeah.
going and going to perform at shows where the promoters are paying them more than you're gonna get if you win this competition that
Yeah.
you just had to put money towards
And
to
some
get
of them were
your.
not signing no dirty contract.
You see, like, so there's a lot of layers there of did it really need to happen? I mean, for me, I thought going to Trinidad for my first carnival, it was important to go to Soca Monarch so I can see what the people there really thought about the music of the time, like what really made the crowd move, right? And in a space where you don't have to be the richest person to be in the building, and where you can bring all your friends, your whole family, everybody is in there. There's large numbers, so I could really get a sense of what's hot in Trinidad. And then people are like, but no, you're not, because there's a lot of artists that aren't here. They're
Yeah.
at some other show at the same exact time.
Yeah.
So when you as an artist is not going to Soca Monarch, not performing there, not taking part in the competition, but also performing somewhere else at the same time, it's drawing the crowd away.
Yeah.
So then there's less people there, there's less energy, less vibes. It changes the whole thing. So having Soca Monarch without the best of the best is already a strike in my mind, because
Yeah.
the whole vibe is different.
That makes sense. Yeah. And there was a time when it struggled a little bit, right? When Machel wasn't competing anymore. And then they would have the competition, but then they would have to add like a Machel concert afterwards to try to get people to come to the stadium for the show because I mean, people have their favorites, right? Even when we were there, we had people there from St. Lucia who were there to support Teddy and John. You
Mhm.
had a bunch of Canadians there to support Mr. Killa. But I think what happened was they really didn't try to keep that spirit of the competition alive. There was a lot of people being like, you know who's going to win, you know how this is going to turn out. What's the point of even going? And then,
Mhm.
like you said, they had other things that they could go to where they would see their favorite artists doing those top songs. And I mean, I get it, but it's a loss because some of the most epic memories of performances, especially out of Trinidad, were from Soca Monarch performances.
Mhm.
Faye Ann's performance when she was pregnant, like, come on.
Yeah.
Masha with a freaking jetpack. Like, I mean, some of the most iconic performances were at Soca Monarch. So I'd be interested to see how they bring it back, what they try to do to kind of get the interest again, get people into the stadium again, how they really make it a true competition and not have their favorites because you are trying to
Mhm.
sell tickets.
Yeah.
I'll be watching it. I want to see. Hopefully they'll stream it because, sometimes.
We listen, we're not in the country with you, but we want to jump up with you. Okay?
Yes.
Stream it if it exists. The pageantry, I think, is very much important. Um, I as many performances as an artist can do at a fete, they're not bringing that. They're not bringing that creativity, that energy, the outfits. I mean, I side note, artists, you could bring back some of the glitz and glitter and glam
Yeah.
to regular fete stages, please and thanks.
Yeah.
But I think the competition brings that out of people too. They
Yeah.
spend many hours figuring out what they're going to wear on that stage, who's going to join them on there, what kind of performance they're going to do, that they don't do for just a fete that they're going to. Even though they're getting paid good money, they come, they sing their hearts out, and they go. Like, outfit may be all
On to
right,
the
but
next.
it's
Yeah.
not Soca Monarch level. It's not.
No, it's not. But speaking of pageantry, did you see Carnival Catwalk?
I didn't see it yet. I saw the trailers and I
Oh my
am
gosh.
super excited to see it.
Oh my gosh. Shout out to Rome. Like it's a brilliant idea to really showcase the artistry. People really don't think about like the puppetry, those grand scale puppets, and like the outfits and carnival costumes and kind of the artwork and the fashion. And I love that they put that on display. They had that specific to just showing, really, you talk about pageantry. I mean, that was really on display. I'm not going to do any spoilers, but go check it out. Carnival Catwalk. You want to see it. You want to see
Yeah,
it.
I'm definitely not over creativity. I'll tell you that much. I'm not over that. But I am
Yeah.
over bacchanal and soca industry. I mean,
Just like don't you? Um, every single time. Okay, I'm gonna let you. I'll let you cook. You go ahead.
I mean, there's many levels of bacchanal and soca industry. We are still people are still talking about the soca mafia. Does it exist? Does it not exist? And some people are saying that the supposed existence of a soca mafia keeps them out of the industry, keeps them off of rhythms that they want to be on, keeps them away from doing collaborations with artists that they want to be on. um, Case in point, Trinidad Killer said that there was a fight down and that he was not put on the Big Links rhythm, and he really wanted to be on the Big Links rhythm, so much so that he took the rhythm and made a song and a video and just put it out there. Bacchanal in your tail.
First of all, okay, this is not unique to soca, right? Artists have done this before in other genres, but where's the lawsuit? Where's the lawsuit? This has to be copyrighted material. The producers have to be like, no, you need permission to be on our rhythm, on our track. We need the credits. Like, you need to actually get permission to do this. It's amazing to me, first of all, the gall, right? Like, I love that rhythm. I'm just gonna make a whole ass song on it. But then also the reaction to the repercussions of doing something like that, to then get upset that people are upset with you for doing that.
Mhm.
Like, take your
Well,
licks. Take your licks. You wanted to step outside and do something and be this contrarian and whatever. Take your licks.
mhm.
What are you mad at?
100%. I mean, okay, this is first and foremost, as a lawyer, uh, who who loves intellectual property rights, it's not okay. It's not okay to take somebody else's work and put it out there for financial gain,
Hmm.
right?
Or
It's
even
not
exposure and consumption. Like,
Yeah, it's
you're getting
not
streams
like,
off of it.
there's a lot of people who will make a reel and they say, "Hey, jump on it. I want to hear what your verse sounds like on this," right? You're getting, there's interaction, there's a request there. You finding a rhythm, taking the instrumental and making your own song is a totally different thing. I've heard arguments that the underlying music in the song is a zest rhythm,
Hmm.
and so zest artists are comfortable with just taking music and jumping on the rhythms, and it's really more communal than anything else, and it's just who can do it better, who can jump on this, and so it should be okay. No, I did not tell you that. I did, I don't agree with that. Maybe that's what you do in your sandbox, but that's not what goes on over here. And you know good and well, especially if you're saying you asked to be on it and you were told no, then the answer to that is no.
Clear. Clear. There's no misunderstanding that. My concern, it goes beyond this, right? We've had issues, we've discussed this before on the podcast about people being on rhythms, people not copywriting their material, people having similar songs released from different islands because people are writing and sending it to whoever wants to pay them.
Hmm.
I think what needs to happen in the industry as a whole is people need to stop treating soca like a hustle and treat soca like a business. If you are selling McDonald's French fries out of Burger King, expect a lawsuit.
Hmm.
Expect a lawsuit. You can't just be like, well, I'm used to doing that. So what's the problem? Like the problem is expect a lawsuit. It really needs to be, I mean, this goes way back about talking about copyright. I think Brother Resistance started the copyright in Trinidad. Like, just where's the lawsuit?
Yeah. And some
It's
people are
not
giving it
okay. It's
live.
not okay. Even if you think, I just want to showcase my artistry. I just want to put this out. People do it a lot, like you said, especially TikTok, Reels, whatever. But that doesn't make it okay.
Hmm.
And when you get caught and people start saying, hey, that was not okay, that is ridiculous that you actually took someone else's intellectual property and tried to boost your own name, your own career, your own sound, that is not okay. And then you get upset that those people are mad. Come hear me
Yeah.
so? Like, yes, of course they're mad.
Some people I want would like to give Trinidad Killer a blind because he's a very talented artist and the song is good.
You like it.
I, I I'm giving you other people's arguments. I do like the song. I do like the song that he made. The lyrics are really good. It's sung really well. It sounds good. Like I wish they did put it on the rhythm, but they didn't. And you have to deal with that. And people don't understand there are so many rights associated with a song. There's the credit for making the music, the credit for writing the lyrics, the credit for performing.
Hmm.
And so he's definitely taking the credit for making the music, the underlying music in the song. And then there is a level of respect when it comes in this industry specifically. um the producer of a rhythm holds the key to the rhythm, and that's what we do. I get to say who gets to share my artwork, who gets to be on it, and I'm going to help them promote it. They're going to help me promote it. We're going to work together to build this and tell the world about this rhythm. There's a whole handshake. There's a whole, silent agreement that you just completely trashed.
Yeah.
And if you allow that to happen just because it sounded good, means that, everyone is out here and you're just making music and you can lose money. And in an industry that doesn't make a lot of money off of its music, you're stealing away from me from what little I have.
Yeah.
And in the Trinidad Carnival moment, it is a long time in some people's mind, but it's a short time of the year. And
Hmm.
you got a short time to grab the attention of people
Yeah.
and let them know who you are and show yourself off and get your bookings and do this. And in that moment, now I got to share the spotlight with you, and I didn't invite you here. That's not okay. That's not okay.
Not okay.
Yeah.
We'll wait to see. Apparently, he's asked for someone to create a rhythm so that he can actually release the song properly, which he could have done that before. Um, but we'll see. Because if the song is as good as you say, if it is you, the people, not just you,
Hmm.
um, then it should be able to live on a different rhythm,
Yeah.
one that you get permission to use.
Yeah.
Ever.
I do want to also say that um he's a rabble rouser. It's part of his shtick, right? Uh, a huge part of his shtick is to be outside the box and not follow the rules. That's what he does. He goes online. He tells people's business in terms of how they're doing business in the soca industry. He goes on and he says lots of things. He cries. He laughs. He talks about emotional things. That's part of his shtick, but that doesn't mean that you have to give full permission. At some point you can have your boundaries. And I'm very curious to hear what Full Blown has to say about
I
it.
know they've been a little silent on this. I don't know if it's, listen, we did an episode that says if sex sells, sell sex, right? Like whatever
Mhm.
is going to sell and push your career forward. So if this controversy is pushing the rhythm forward, they might just be like, we're just going to sit over here quietly and not let you guys hash it out. But meanwhile, you're just increasing those streams because you're listening to it. So we'll see. I hope they do come out and say something. I hope it can be resolved amicably, but I
Yeah.
do think no, it's not okay to just treat someone's art that way. I mean, these days we're having conversations about how people are stealing art through AI, and every,
Yeah.
artist is really protective of their work because so many of them it's their livelihood and it's being taken away, especially through technology. So to see a fellow artist do it is a bit much. It's a bit like you understand the issue and you did the thing we all fight against.
Yeah. I'm over it.
I'm over it. You
I'm
know what?
over it.
It's only been, at the time that we are recording this, one whole day, but I am not overseeing Machel do a Tiny Desk concert.
I'm not. I requested it, NPR Music several times. They're like, lady, get off our page. I'm happy that my voice is one of the many that told them that this was the right thing to do. And boy, oh boy, it was good.
It was definitely good. He was the first. So today's that we're recording on January 14th. He did this on Monday, January 13th. People are calling this, the new Masho Monday, which I'm here for it. But it was the first soca set on Tiny Desk, and we've seen artists do the most with Tiny Desk. Dua Lipa, Doechii, like we've seen people really kill Tiny Desk. It's a great platform, great exposure, and because it's in NPR, whenever people are searching for Tiny Desk, this is going to be a good way for them to kind of happen upon Marshall if they don't already know him and hopefully go down the rabbit hole of other soca artists.
Yes.
I'm here
I,
for
I,
it.
I haven't seen enough Tiny Desks full episodes, but the ones that I've seen, I didn't see them pan to the audience as much as they did when Marsha was performing. Because you just had to see the crowd jumping and waving.
I
Like it was a
mean,
must. They had to show that, which is good. But here's the question. Are we over Marshall carrying the industry on his shoulders?
this is my this is what grinds my gears. Okay. We have so many soca artists, but I feel like because again, people aren't treating this industry like a business and really trying to make collaborations that make sense and will push soca forward, not you being a soca artist on the dancehall track or on a reggae chart, but really pushing soca forward. I think Machel has continuously throughout his career, love him, hate him, doesn't matter. He has always tried to push soca and put soca on different platforms. The issue is Machel said he was retiring, dude. Who's next? Like, we need more people to actually try to make these inroads, make these connections, do this exposure, do this hype. I mean, sometimes when some artists get an opportunity like this, they're like, oh, we're going to call this not so good. Or we're going to do our reggae songs because we think you'll like that.
I hear you coming from a band. I hear you. I hear you come from a
You
band.
know,
For
you
many,
know.
many years, people have been saying, obviously, Kes is going to take over the soca industry after Marshall. And for a little while, I was like, Kes, where you at? But
Hello,
he has
hello, hello, hello.
hello, hello. But him and the band have definitely embraced the business side of the industry and really thrived of late. I hear what you're saying.
Of which
So their song,
industry?
their song was definitely on the top of the reggae chart, but it wasn't them that did that.
No, no.
But they did celebrate it. They were very, very happy for it. But it wasn't them that did that. So they didn't label themselves reggae. That's just what happened because Soca didn't have a chart.
Just the
That
defense
was
rest.
silence.
Just the defense rest. Listen, I'm here for Cass, obviously. I love the music, I love the band, I love everything that they do. What I would love to see is for them to continuously push that it is soca music, that they are from Trinidad and Tobago and they do soca music. Artists can be creative, they can expand their repertoire. You can do, try different things, experiment. But who's next after Machel to continuously say, I'm a soca artist pushing soca music from Trinidad? Or I'm a soca artist pushing soca music from Barbados, from wherever. Who's next? Who else
Well,
has the
not only,
reach
well,
and
the
can
point
do
is
that?
not only to say it, but that the crowd follows them. Because a lot of people say it, and they're making soca music, but the crowd is not there for it. But who's next that's doing it, and the crowd shows up every single time, not
Yeah,
just that one
every
time you had
time.
that one song, every
Yeah.
single time.
Or I'll go to your show if you're in my neighborhood,
Mhm.
but I'm not traveling to see you.
Yeah, I have traveled to see artists. Have you?
I don't know. I fly to Fet. You know this. Hashtag fly to
Yeah, I see Marshall's age. I see his relationship thriving, as far as I can tell. I don't really know, but I see him,
for your one
he
by
was
one,
married,
right? Yeah.
right? He was married. He's enjoying his kids, he's enjoying his parents. He's getting
He's
older.
taking
Like,
up
can a
pan.
man
He's
relax? Can a man relax? Does he have to be everywhere like it's like if Marshall's not there, it's not going to be a big sold out thing. Like we must have him there, or we need 10 artists on the bill. Like
yeah,
it is frustrating. It is frustrating that we don't in my opinion, we don't have enough artists that can sell out an arena.
right. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
'Cause
It's
that's the point.
also, I mean, obviously longevity. He's been in the business since he was 9.
Mhm.
Fine. That's a long time. You've made connections, you've traveled, etc. But I'm curious because when I see collabs happen or people in the same space as artists from different genres, what tends to happen is a song comes out on that genre, right? You're in a room with a reggae artist, you're making a reggae song.
Mhm.
Just saying. I need somebody to carry the flag, carry the torch of soca music consistently. Now, people are going to come for us, and I'm fine with that because put them in the comments. Who's next? And don't tell me your favorite one time guy who does, a show in a small island and it always sells out. I'm talking who could sell out Barclays? Who could sell out Madison Square Garden? Who could sell out UBS Arena? Who could sell out, London theaters? Like, give me real artists. Don't just give me, no, I like that guy who sings that song that one time.
Mhm.
Give me real artists. I'm happy to hear the list if there's a list.
Which at this point, I don't want a one person. In my opinion, we are 50 years in, and there should be 10 artists that can hold that place. There should be 10 artists that I should be able to list, 10 soca artists I should be able to list that I could say if we put them in Madison Square Garden today, it will be sold out. Each of them separately, they don't all have to be on the lineup all
Right.
together.
Yeah.
That's where we should be at this point, I think,
Yeah.
50 years in. I
Yeah.
think that that should 100% be the standard.
Mm,
More people touching more people.
yeah. Dirty. Um
You're dirty.
what? No, I do, and people will say, well, it took a lot for him to sell out Madison Square Garden, Barclays, whatever, but he did it.
Mhm.
Whatever, but he did it.
And shame on y'all for making it take a lot because you knew you were
Right?
gonna go. You knew you were gonna go. Why did you wait till the last minute?
Yes, I'm saying I would love to hear it. I would love to hear people say, no, this artist 100% for sure. If you put them on a bill at Barclays Center, they will sell it out.
Mhm. You know what
And
I'd
I'm
love
not
to
saying the
hear?
US is the standard. Give me another large arena that you think an artist can sell out. That's not what we're saying. It's just some people's name carries that kind of cachet where people are like, oh, I know if I book a ticket, fly to wherever he's going to be, buy a ticket for that show, I'm going to get my money's worth. Like, I'm not going to be disappointed at a Beyonce concert. I'm not going to
Right.
be disappointed, I can't think of other.
Taylor Swift.
Sure. I'm just saying. There are some artists you just know that ticket is worth the money. I'm going to go, I'm going to have a good show. I know that the level of perfectionism or a stage
Mhm.
show or showmanship is going to be there. Drop it in the
Mhm.
comments. Tell me I'm wrong. I don't mind being wrong, but you better prove you're right.
Oh,
Mm.
I'm looking for the pearls that don't exist. Clutch my pearls.
I'm
All
just
right.
saying, people love to come for me and they're like, no, you're wrong. That one time the guy did that thing.
Again, I think the focus has to be on sales, not just who you can hear in your house on a mixtape. Like, who did you go and stream? Who did you purchase their music? Who would you go purchase a ticket to go see them in concert? This is what we're talking about. You cannot have an industry that is making $0. It
That don't make
doesn't work.
sense.
That's how people, like, they stop singing and they go get a construction job. That
Yeah.
we have to have something that can sustain the artist. And so these artists are performing, but is anybody performing at the level of Machel right now or close to it that you can say, oh, they're about to take over?
Yeah.
They're about to be the one. I'd
Yeah.
love to hear the list.
I would love to hear it. I will say honorable mentions to the ladies of Soca right now because Nadia art form any day, all day. If I'm here, I'm going.
Mhm.
Patrice, when she was at Brooklyn Paramount, that was a great show. It was a great show. So hopefully we can get there. But are we there yet?
I know where we are, though. We're at the point where we rave. We're there. Can I rave?
It is the first episode of season 7. Yes, girl, rave.
We are going to rave to one of the songs on the rhythm we've been talking about on this episode. This is Good Spirits by Full Blown on the Big Links rhythm.
Well, I don't have time to beef. Lucky for you, my friend. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't cars in a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. My friend and them couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only want love and we so good. Yeah. My family couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only on love. Well, every man make their choices. I say we make sacrifices. We block out the noises. We have to forget the voices. One day we gon' make it. You don't have to fake it. I give you my best. I give you the chain off my neck. I give you my love and respect. But now hear the story. Is you vex with me? Like I do you something. Like I do you something. When I hear the show now, is you vex with me? Like I do the wrong thing. Like I do you something. Oh, it's a good thing. I in a good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes right up to the limits. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. Good spirit. I drink in a good spirits. The vibes ain't cars in a minute. So don't hold me down, don't fight me down. Yeah. My friend and them couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only want love and we so good. Yeah. My family couldn't tell you about me. Good people is good people. We only on love. I am model and pose like you never do bad. Things where you do say you never do that. Run for the cream and you never look back. Now money in your pocket so you never too sad. Boy, if money make you dance, you'll be dancing forever to the beat of a drum that never go help you. But now hear the story. Is you vex with me? Like I do you something.
I love the rhythm. I'm just going to say it. Big up to Full Blown Entertainment. They've been giving us good rhythms for many years, writing amazing tunes for the likes of Machel Montano and Kez and others. And on this rhythm is Young Brother, and Young Brother did the thing on this rhythm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good tune, a big tune in Trinidad Carnival right now.
Yeah, I'll give him that. Yeah, I like the rhythm. I like the rhythm. I'm not gonna lie. I like that song too. And yeah, good spirits. I think that's what we need for 25. Because, girl.
Yeah. It's just like, kind of reminds me of how you get in a good spirit by drinking good spirits. We might have to do a drunk rant soon. I'm just saying.
I'm not mad at that. I mean, it's dry January, but
Soon. I'm
soon.
saying.
Yeah. I mean, how dry we need to be, really. Like, it'll be damp in January.
It's
Well, but
drunk rant.
it's
It's not tips rant. So we can wait till February. It's fine.
fine, I suppose. Oh my goodness. I'm excited that we're back for season 7. This is, listen, there's so much bacchanal. There's so much to discuss. There's so much that we haven't covered because we were on our own little hiatus. As you can see, backgrounds have changed. Life has changed. And so, yeah, we are back. We are excited to bring you new content. Stay subscribed to us and make sure you are following us on everything.
Yes. And I drop a comment because I really want to know what you're over. Are you over the Soca Bacchanal? What are you over? Are you over Soca Monarch altogether? Or are you ready to see the new iteration? What are you over?
Are you over US elections? I mean, what are you over? What are you over?
We'll get there.
We will get
Tell us.
there.
Definitely subscribe to Soca Say So and Disc Chick everywhere. Soca Say So at SOCASAYSO and Disc Chick at DYSCHICK. Whew, that was a
Oh,
mouthful.
has it been that long that you've forgotten?
It's been that long that I forgot how to spell. That's how long it's been. And also follow us everywhere at BK Rant and Rave. And
Yeah.
I know you subscribed already, but tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe to the YouTube page, please and thanks.
Okay, bye.